Hey guys, it's Phil from the Player's Handbook, and today we have a 25-point killing field scenario with a new player to the channel. So I'm going first, so here's my army. I have Min Gatorman Posse, the Taskmaster, Min Unit Annihilators, Gladiator, this is a Bronze Bath, Rocheth, Gladiator, and then the Swamp Gobbler's Bellows team. And today, my opponent is Eric, and he has Menoth. So yes, we do have a Menoth player for the channel. Now, Eric, what do you have for the day?
Alright, today I've got a Revenger Light Warjack, a unit of Bastions, a Templar Heavy Warjack, a Repenter Light, a unit of Knights Exemplar, and I'm playing Epic Krios.
Alright guys, we'll be back with turn 1 act. Alright guys, we are back with the end of both turn 1s. I started out over here with my Gator Man, who wound up running, taking Dirge of the Mist, giving them +1 defense and terror. Taskmaster also ran up behind them. Annihilators then ran, then activated Rocheth, who cast the Gladiator's Animus on the Bronzeback and Carnivore. He then walked up 4 inches. Bronzeback then activated and ran, also riling for 1. Gladiator cast its Animus on itself and walked up 6. Then the Bellows crew walked up and put down a 5-inch smoke cloud around Rocheth. That was the end of me. And Eric, what did Menoth do this turn?
They hooked it. We started with 1 focus on each of the Warjacks. Each one of them, starting with this one, ran. Only went 8 inches with the 2 light Warjacks, trying to kind of minimize his charge options. Then I followed up running the Knights Errant and the Bastions. Walked Krios up, cast Inviolable Resolve on the Bastions, and then held on the other 2 focus.
Alright guys, we will be back with turn 2. Alright guys, we are back with the end of Skorne turn 2. I started by leeching my Fury and upkeeping Carnivore on the Bronzeback. Gatorman moved up, taking Dirge of the Mist again, the Pain Giver. The Taskmaster wound up moving up as well, giving them tough for this turn. Bronzeback shifted over, riled for 1. Annihilators shifted over onto the objective. Gladiator shifted over. Rocheth stayed still, keeping all of his fury, and the Swamp Boggers just dropped a 5-inch cloud effect. We'll be back with Menoth turn 2.
Alright, back with turn 2 Menoth. Started out by allocating 2 focus over to the Repenter. And he moved up, took a spray attack against the Gator, and was about 1 millimeter out of range. The Knights Exemplar then charged up, also about 1 millimeter out of melee attack range.
Half-inch-ish.
And we walked the Templar up just an inch or so. Moved the Bastions up. We upkeep Inviolable Resolve. Then we activated the Revenger, moved him up, then used him to channel the Cleansing Fire against these guys. It was short, ended up scattering back into the woods, not causing any damage. And Krios camped on 1 focus.
Alright guys, we will be back with Skorne turn 3. Alright guys, we are back with Skorne turn 3. I upkept my spell after leeching my Fury. Started over here with the Taskmaster moving around, giving them tough again. The Gators then took Dirge, killing the 2 Knights Exemplar off of their objective. The Bronzeback then moved over, riling for 1. Gladiator moved over. Annihilators then charged in, killing 1 Bastion after a lot of damage transferring around. Did 1 point of damage to the Repenter and some more damage to the Jack. And then Rocheth activated, transferring through Annihilator to cast Bloodmark on Krios. Annihilator died, I just haven't pulled him yet. And then the Swamp Gobblers dropped a smoke template. We'll be back with turn 4.
Alright, we're back with Menoth turn 3. I started by upkeeping Inviolable Resolve here on the Bastions. Allocated 3 focus over here to the Repenter. Walked him up. Flamed the Gators over here, doing some damage to each of them and setting them all on fire. At that point, I brought the Exemplars up, walked them in, swung, did more damage, and ended up killing the center one. On the other side, I walked the Revenger over. A couple hits and I killed one of these guys and knocked the other one down because of tough, which he ended up passing another one later on from this Bastion. So knocked one guy down, followed up with him, killed another one, Then I walked the Templar up, walked Krios up behind him, and sat on the last 3 focus.
Alright, we'll be back with turn 4, guys. Alright, guys, it is Skorne turn 4, and the game is over due to caster kill. Started off upkeeping Carnivore on the Bronzeback, and then taking flame tests on my Gators. One of them died, one of them was left with 1 health left. I then activated my turn, started with the Gators. He killed off 2 of the Knights Exemplar here. Pain Master charged in, killing the 3rd. I then activated my Annihilators, one of which had to stand up, forfeit movement, swung at the Jack, got knocked back an inch after not dealing any damage. This one swung at the Bastions, dealing a little bit. I then activated Reshef, who's sitting back here. He only had 2 Fury on him this turn, so he cast the Gladiator's Animus on the Bronzeback. The Gladiator then cast his Animus on himself, charged the Bastion, killing 1 after whiffing a couple times or doing little damage. Then I activated the Bronzeback, who charged the Templar after putting his own Animus on himself after charging before the first swing. So he knocked the Templar back an inch with the first attack, knocked him back a second inch, hit him with the chain attack, threw him into Krios, and then the Gladiator bought his remaining attacks, killing Krios in the process. Other than that, guys, great game. We'll be back with units of the match.
Alright, guys, we're back. Models of the match. Phil, model of the match.
It's got to be my Bronzeback. He was able to get across the board and wind up killing Krios on a turn where I thought the game was leaning in the favor of Menoth after that. So I kind of got lucky and hit with all my attacks, but he's my model of the match for that reason.
Yeah, it happens, right?
It does happen.
Alright, Eric.
I have to go with the Repenter for me. He was able to move up, flame on the Gators over here, and do a whole lot of damage. And that basically dealt with that unit. Given another turn, I'd have been able to move in and finish him off with a Flamer, and then move the Exemplar on there. But because he got into Krios, he kind of stopped me from doing that.
I'll give you that, man. Repenter is a much better 4 points than it used to be whatever it was. It used to suck, and it's good now. Alright, so guys, hope you enjoyed the battle report. We outs again, yo.